Hello and welcome back to another video. So what I'm doing today is I'm showing you the Negcon from Namco in action. Now I said I was going to use the other controller, still haven't bothered, but I have bought this in the meantime. Always fancied one of these. I'm a huge Wipeout fan, so it seemed like a bit of a no-brainer. I picked this up on eBay, I think it was around about £22. Brand new. It did show some signs of use, but I received a partial refund, so I'm more than happy with that. So let's see how well it plays. Now I have been in and changed the settings. You can control how much or what's the maximum lock in terms of twist, as well as the button configuration. And if you didn't know, you've actually got analog triggers, and these two buttons here are also analog. So with that being said, let's just go straight into the first race. So I've set it for 35 degrees, so it's something like that for a full lock. Now it is compatible with quite a lot of the original PlayStation games, and obviously what it does offer is analog controls in games that traditionally were only digital only, such as the first couple of Wipeout games and the Destruction Derby games. So it certainly does add something, but I think really it works best with Wipeout, whether that's because it's a futuristically designed controller and this is a futuristic game, I'm not too sure, but it does seem to flow really well with this. And what Wipeout always wanted really was analog controls. When the third game came along, the Fusion, and they included it, it was such a smoother experience than continuously battling with the D-pad. Bit of turbos. But it was kind of strange because controlling the game like this was, oh dear, as he gets beaten up by mines, was quite instinctive to me. Don't know why you'd want to use autopilot on that section. That's my only gripe with this game, is when you've not played it for a while, or you've been playing the other ones, you lose track of what the actual power-ups are. That's not a bad one though. Leave them in first place, so it's not going to really make much odds. Hopefully the camera, which is only the actual laptop's camera, is picking up the controller. I may well watch it back and it's completely out of shot. Let's go in the pits and repair, why not? Oh wow, how unnecessary on the last lap as well. But yes, as you can see, it's very smooth. Lap 2 not so well there, 46 seconds, but there was an incident involving running into a fair few mines, so there we go. So we'll go to the menu and just change the track. It's another downside of the first couple of Wipeout games, or certainly Wipeout 2097, was the need to actually change the course like that. But it's not the end of the world. I also believe one of these trigger buttons has got more throw than the other. I'm not sure if you can actually see it. I think one of them might not be analog because they couldn't actually fit it inside the controller. There we go. I mean, it really does take the minimum of twist, and it doesn't feel uncomfortable on the wrist particularly. I'm not sure if you sat here for absolutely hours and hours if it would do. I can't imagine it would be too much of a problem, to be fair. You can also use the air brakes on the triggers. Obviously become essential as the tracks roll on. First couple you probably get away without using them. Just back off the thrust if you start to encounter difficulties. Or maybe could have made something there. That is brutal. That's the weapon in this game, it really is. I seem to be picking all the worst places for autopilot. Oh, that was actually a scam of the system, because if you pick autopilot on a particularly bad section, it like extends the period of time that it stays for. I do love the soundtrack in this game. Can't really go wrong. I did actually get rid of all my PlayStation stuff about 3 years ago. Eventually, games like Wipeout and Destruction Derby made me come back to the system, and I was always convinced that I was going to get a Negcon, and I'm actually glad I have. Just adds another layer to the game. Further interaction, I guess. Oh, gold again. Similar lap times that time, so not really shaving much time off. And there we go. Perhaps we'll just go to one more track. Let's have a little time we're running out here. 5 minutes. I think we can have one more track. Let's try something a little bit more difficult. A bit faster. Valparaiso. Yeah, I'm certainly a big fan of Wipeout, and I think if you are as well, it's well worth picking up one of these controllers. I will definitely try out that other one that I showed in the last pickup video, but something about it just sort of stops me from trying. I feel like the barrier to entry might be too high in terms of hand-to-eye coordination, but I suppose there's only one way to find out. Oh, and have an electro bolt with a hood. Now I know this course has got some nice turns that require the air brake. Let's just turbos around there. Oh yeah, baby. That's the thing about Wipeout. When you're playing well, it really flows. It really flows. Oh, like that was an air brake corner. Oh, that's turbo. Help get me out of that jam. So yeah, the course is definitely a little bit more tricky, and by the time you get to the last one in this game, it requires a great amount of skill in order to complete it. Oh, full. So yeah, you definitely need to use the air brakes or at least back off the throttle. Oh, you don't want to hit the wall. That does not help. So I think there's 3 laps on this one. Yes, I'm in 8th position, so there needs to be. The way we're hitting walls, I don't think we're going to see first. Have a bloody missile, you two. Or 3. That'll put me into 5th. If my maths is correct. Oh, let's not get ahead of myself. Turbos will out. Oh yes. Come on. Oh. So yeah, you can change all the settings in terms of the amount of twist. Certainly in this game. And I have tried it on various other titles, including the Destruction Derby series and Colin McRae. It works well, but I don't think anything feels quite like playing Wipeout does. Ooh. Get some intensity here now. I've got the turbo though, got the power to get by. Ooh. When you get that air brake right, as I say, when this game flows, that's not right, that's wrong. When it flows, it's a thing of beauty. I can see second as well. I've got a missile. Oh, is that going to hit him? There's a chance. It's a very slight chance. This is the last lap, so you're going to need a bit of skill. Oh, see him activate that shield then. Shocking. Well played at the end of the day. Well, there we go, 3rd place. Proving I'm not indeed a master of Wipeout. So hopefully you can at least see the controller somewhat. It is kind of difficult to record it in this way. And I'll leave it there to around about the 10-minute mark, and I'll thank you for watching. Hopefully upload some more videos soon.